Missing someone. Missing someone. Love with all your heart.
Hey guys, welcome to today's video. My name is Haley and welcome back if you've been here before. And if you have, then you know what's new because I haven't had a new makeup video in forever. But in today's video, I went through some new products that I've been using for my base routine. So like my foundation, I tried a new foundation, tried new moisturizers and primers. But in this video, that's what I'm going to be doing, is testing those. And if you want to watch, go ahead and keep watching for the next clip. And if you do like this video, make sure to give it a thumbs up below. Hit the red subscribe button and push the notification bell to get notified anytime I post a video. But that's it, I think, and I hope you enjoy, so just keep watching. Okay, to begin with this, I'm going to be trying out a couple of new products throughout this video. I didn't have enough products gathered up to do a full video of first impressions, but this is mostly going to be like skincare products, not skincare, but like foundation, base, primers and stuff like that to review for you all. I have tried some of these products a couple of times and I have a good feel for what I like, but yeah, so we're going to go ahead and get started with the video. So the first thing I've already done with my skin is, since the weather has been super dry and everything's been a mess lately, here it is. I have been using this Nivea Soft Face, Body, and Hands Moisturizing Cream. It just comes in a little, plastic case like this. And I have already applied that to my skin, and it's like a very thick cream. I've been using this because my skin has been super duper dry, and I've really been loving this underneath my foundation. Recently I have been doubling up with my foundation, or like my moisturizers and stuff, and I also use this Clean and Clear Dual Action Moisturizer. It is oil free and it moisturizes dry skin, treats and prevents pimples. So I've used this for a long time and I really like that. So for today with primer, I have been using the One Heck of a Blot by Soap & Glory Instant Perfecting Power Primer. And it looks like this. I would zoom it in, but it's not going to focus because I have my manual lens on. But that's what it looks like, and it is actually like a thicker, thicker consistency. Looks like this. But I'm going to go ahead and apply. I'm going to go ahead and apply this to my nose area, and where I have the most pores at, and my nose has huge pores on them. But that is what I've been using, and I've recently been using this, and I really do like it a lot. I think it retails for $14 at Ulta. I think is where I got mine, and you can also pick this up at Target if you would like. But I have been using this recently, and I really do love this. And I also went ahead and already put this primer on here. I'm not doing the first impressions on this because I've used it for a really long time, but this is the Hard Candy Sheer Envy Blur Primer, and it is Soft Focus and Blur Effect. This is like a skin tone, and it's not like silicone, and neither is the Soap & Glory one, but this is like a thicker consistency also, but I really do like this for blurring out my pores. And yeah, so I've already went ahead and done that to my skin, and I've already moisturized. But today I'm going to be trying a new foundation. Well, it's not new to the market, but it is new to me. I just got a sample of it because I just wanted to try it, but it's in this little container. This might be a little dark, but I do have fake tan on, and I can always lighten it up with concealer and stuff. So this is going to be more of a first impressions on face primers and foundations and stuff like that, and I also have a new concealer I do want to try out. But this is the Estee Lauder Double Wear foundation. This is like an OG on YouTube. I had never tried it before, but I went ahead and got the sample of it. I think I got the shade Fawn. Don't know what the number is on that, but that is the shade I got. Like I said, I do have fake tan on, so I'm a little bit darker than usual. Right off the bat, I can tell that the consistency of this is a little bit more liquidy than I usually do. I really like whip foundations and stuff, and this foundation is like a more of like a neutral olive warm, I guess you could say. But I have more of an olive tone complexion, so I went ahead and got this shade. But I'm going to go ahead and dot that on my face. Sorry about my phone. And I'm going to try this foundation. But a lot of people have said that this foundation has super good coverage. And I picked this up at JCPenney. Not JCPenney, Goodies. So, I probably should use a foundation brush to do this. To put this on my skin. Here we go. I'm going to use this Real Techniques. I guess this is... It says pointed foundation brush. I'm just going to use that to get it out of this little container, and I'm going to dot it on my skin. And I would say this is about a pump, which this foundation, only downside of it, if I were to have bought it, you would have to get a pump for it if you're used to a pump. So there's that. And if I need some more, I'll go ahead and add some more later. But right now, I'm just going to put this much. And I've already took my Depth Beauty Blender, and I'm just going to blend that out. Down here, I have my mirror, so if I keep looking down, that's why. But here is the foundation. This does have a little bit of a scent to it, but it's not really overpowering. But it does have some sort of a scent to it. And I'm trying a new setup for these sit-down videos. I don't have a lot of space to work with, but I'm working with what I have. But I do have 2 studio lights up, and I'm using a new camera lens. So if you like the way this looks, let me know below. Or if there's anything that I could change to improve the quality, let me know. And I will try to do that the best I can. I'm going to apply just a little bit more to like my cheeks and stuff, because I have rosacea, so I usually would do that anyways. And I'm going to go over a couple of these little pimples that I have on my skin. And right here on my T-zone. But so far, it looks pretty good. I mean, my pores, are like minimalized and shrunk a little bit. But they don't look awful, so. But that looks pretty darn good if I have to say so myself. My skin is broke out a little bit more than usual. It's like I have a couple little spots right there, and I have like some spots down here that's really dry. And yeah, so as of right now, it looks pretty good. I mean, if I'm looking at it up close, it does not look dewy at all. It is a very, I feel like it's a very satin, soft matte finish. So for the next step, I'm going to try the ColourPop No Filter Concealer. I haven't used this yet, but this is what it looks like. This is the shade Light 12. This was supposed to be compared to the Tarte Shape Tape, and I also have the Shape Tape right here. I really didn't like this concealer, but the only reason why is it makes my under eyes really dry and creasy, so I didn't really care much for that. But a lot of people do love it. That was just my skin, because I don't have very oily skin at all. My skin is super dry. But this, I have something on my nose. But my skin doesn't look half bad. I have a hair on my face. But I'm going to go ahead and take this concealer, and it does have like a doe foot applicator. This is going to be super light on me because I have a tan on, but I'm just going to apply that underneath my eyes. I keep catching myself looking in the viewfinder. I'm trying not to, guys. I'm sorry. And I'm going to apply this on my chin, Cupid's bow, down the bridge of my nose, and on my forehead. Okay. And I'm just going to take my Beauty Blender. Actually, I'm going to take my Eco sponge and blend that out. And some people do say that if you let your concealer dry down just a little bit before you start to blend it out, that it will increase the coverage. I don't know how true that is, but this did dry down a little bit. It's not like dry down so much that it's like not wanting to blend or anything, but it did dry down just fairly quickly. Alright, I'm sorry, my camera decided to quit coming. But I went ahead and blended out the rest of my concealer, and so far so well. I mean, I really do like it. I would say, just with the first impression of that, the primer, it looks very soft, but like right around my nose I have super large pores, and it didn't fill those in as well. And on my cheeks, I didn't apply very much on my cheeks, so I can't say much about that, but the pores on my cheeks are very large also. So the primer, I'm going to keep trying out because I like the consistency of it, but right now I'm a little on the edge, on the fence about that. Foundation looks really good actually. I don't really prefer a soft matte finish on my skin. I prefer like a satin dewy, but this doesn't look too bad. The coverage is really good. I really do like the coverage on it. The concealer, it is creasing just a little bit underneath my eyes, but it doesn't look terrible. Any concealer usually does crease under my eyes because I have really bad under eye circles, but it looks okay on the rest of my face. I mean, around my chin and stuff. It looks pretty good. But I would say the concealer is probably a medium to full coverage. I would say, I'm not going to try to build it up because I don't want to make my face look too cakey, but I believe that this concealer is definitely a medium to full coverage. So there's that. I'm going to go ahead and finish up the rest of my makeup, and I will get back to you at the end of this video for a check-in. It'll probably take me about 20 or 30 minutes to finish up the rest of my face, but I'll see you guys in just a minute. Okay, so my final thoughts on this foundation, which I tried, was the Estee Lauder Double Wear foundation and the ColourPop No Filter concealer. My skin looks pretty darn good, I think. Like I said, that primer did not blur my pores as much as I would have liked it to, but besides that, my foundation looks pretty good. It's a pretty good match after I've set it with everything. I use very little powder underneath my eyes. I put on bronzer, blush, and some highlighter, and done my brows. And then I just put bronzer through my crease and ran some of my brow pomade on an eyeliner brush and just kind of did like a smudged liner. And then I used the L'Oreal Carbon Black mascara because that's my fave. And I used the Too Faced Melted Chocolate Liquid, what is this called? Liquefied Longwear Lipstick, and the color Chocolate Honey on my lips. And I just did like a very bronzy kind of look today, just something really simple. But besides that, I think my foundation looks pretty good. So hey guys, I'm back with an update on this foundation. Like I said, I have been testing out the Estee Lauder Double Wear foundation. I have never used it before, but from this being on, I put this on around 4:30, 4 o'clock, and from what I can tell, this foundation, it looks pretty good, but my skin is super dry, like I said earlier in the video. It does kind of like, it does crease a little more than usual than my regular foundation, because it's more of a matte foundation than a dewy foundation. So with that being said, I'm gonna say that I do like the foundation on my skin, but I don't know if I'll be repurchasing it or not, or like going to purchase it. I know I said earlier when I first put it on that I did really like it. I still do really like it a lot, but I don't know if I would buy it for my skin just because my skin is dry. But besides that, I think this would work really good if you did use like some type of oil with it before your foundation, or like the Versali oil or something, or possibly like a dewy serum like the NYX Honey Do Me Up something like that underneath it. I think it would look super good on dry skin. But the primer that I used was the One Heck of a Blot by Soap & Glory. I did think it did a little bit to my pores, but the pores on my cheeks right here are super large, and I still didn't see much difference on them right here, but around my nose it still looks really good. The concealer, any concealer, like I said, is going to crease on underneath my eyes, but this did not crease as bad as I thought it would before. So I'm going to say yes on the concealer and yes on the foundation. I'm still on the outs about the primer. I will keep testing that out and updating you on that. But yeah, so that is my check-in, and it is around 10 p.m. right now, so it's been on for a while. And yeah, so my skin does look pretty good, and it's not oily at all. I don't really get oily. I mean, it could be right here above my brows, but besides that, it looks pretty good. So yeah, so that's awesome. And yep, so I think that's it for today's video, and if you did like it, make sure you thumbs up, subscribe, and turn on your post notifications if you want to see my other videos that I posted. I will link some stuff in the description, and I will link the Estee Lauder foundation and the concealer and the primer below if you want to go ahead and check that out. But besides that, that's all for today's video, and I will talk to you guys next time. So see you later. Bye, guys.
Missing someone.